This morning we are in Bradvale, which is between Skipton and Lismore in Western Victoria. There's a hive in this wall, they're getting in through the vents. The tenant has sprayed them twice. The second time after they were already aware that I was coming to get the bees out, which is really disappointing. The heat signature is a lot smaller. It's from when I looked at it a week and a half or so ago. So yeah, his spray has done a fair whack of damage. We'll see what we've got when we get in there. So that's the heat signature from the inside. It's in under the window. I've gone through 2 sets of teeth on my Arbortech just to get one brick out. This mortar is so dense, it's insane. So I am going to do it from the inside. We'll make a bit of a mess. Thankfully this end the door's closed. That end it's open. I'll find something to sort of block that up a bit. But yeah, unfortunately, yes, it will make a mess. They'll have to clean up some honey, but I've got literally no more blades. You usually only go through 1 set of blades on a job, and that mortar's already claimed 2. Okay, there we go. I've blocked up the entrance they've been using to get in and out, and I used the lace to cover that door. There we go. Looks like it's constrained nicely between 2 studs, so fingers crossed that's all we need to cut to get to the whole hive, in that hopefully there's no room around the bricks for them to move into other cavities, so I don't have to chase the queen, but we'll see. Everything else looks up pretty blocked up, so I haven't worried about taping anything else. I'll close the door, so that will keep all the bees that are remaining in the hive in the house. There we go, I've cut the plaster as well as I can. It's the old fibrous stuff, as you can see, so a little bit harder to deal with than the newer stuff, but anyway. And there we go. That's what's left of the hive. It should be thriving with bees, but there's almost none left. Yeah, he's pretty much decimated the hive. I don't believe I'm going to be able to save it with what's left. So it's a matter of just cleaning it up, unfortunately. Yeah, dumbest thing he could have done is spray it again when he knew I was coming. And on top of that, if I hadn't have hadn't cleaned this up, a really hot day would have had all this comb just melt and cause other issues. It surprises me when people do this sort of stuff. Getting it out relatively quickly. There's some bees, a lot of dead comb where the poison's hit. That's all babies have been killed by the poison. Currently they're acting like they don't have a queen, so there's a chance queen has been killed. I do have a hive that's got 5 queens in it, so I'll take it to that apiary straight away after I get them out and get one of those queens in there. But it's really disappointing what he did to this. Sorry. We just caught the queen. There she is. So thankfully the queen survived the poisoning. But as I said, the hive's really weak. There's a lot of dead comb. I'll put what I can in to the hive. There's no way I can feed that honey back to them even, because it's contaminated. Can't feed it to people either, not that you do out of a cutout. But yeah, it's horrifying what he did. So that's most of it out. I had to cut a little bit of a hole here just to get the comb that was in there, and I dropped a piece down there, so I'll work out how to get that in a moment, but I'll be back now. Yeah, I'm doubtful I'll be able to keep the hive alive, because I just don't know if there's any poison stuff still in there, but we'll do the best we can. There we go, it's pretty rough. I just want to get these girls to quarantine as soon as I can, just to sort it out. There we go. Almost, I can't really see any more bees in the hive, and because I blocked up the entrance before they started flying. Oh, there's one. Yeah, because I blocked up the entrance, none of the bees left the hive. So yeah, we're pretty much done. Yeah, we'll get the girls to quarantine, do some work on them, and see if we can save them. Fun times ahead. Today we're in Gisborne South, or South Gisborne, whichever way you want to go, where we have a scissor lift to get a beehive out from underneath the second story roof awning. We'll lift the roof to get to it rather than going through the timbers. Scissor lift will help us get up there and do it safely. Okay, after all that, it was a small hive. Previously someone had tried to poison it. You can see all the poison there, and it hadn't been successful, but unfortunately somehow maybe a airflow or something has ended up getting the poison into the hive. So this hive's well and truly dead. We'll clean it out, fill the cavities, and that's pretty much it. So there we go, that's the hive out. There's all the dead bees. It's very unfortunate. It's a second poisoned hive in a row. Anyway, I'll fill the cavity and the cavities around, and then close everything up. There we go. Cavity filled. Now let's just whack it back together. There we go. The sheets are all back on the roof. I dropped 3 screws into that downpipe there. They'll wash out in the rain and end up in the gutter below, but couldn't reach them. So the landowner's going to go up later today and replace those 3 screws, plus a 4th that I actually found the screw on the ground. So there we go, it's all back together. We'll go from there.